Welcome back, everybody. 7:42 is your time, and there's a little more than a month left to file your taxes. I can't believe it, Brian. And you might have heard about your tax returns being more or less this year because of some recent changes to tax laws. We want to clear up some of that confusion for you. Brian Pearson, our president of American Benefits Exchange, is returning to Weekend Daybreak to give us some much needed advice. Thank you for coming back to Weekend
Good morning.
Daybreak. Help us, Brian. Help us.
It's almost there. It's almost the deadline is right upon us here.
Of course, I have not filed yet. So yeah, lots of changes. So tell us about some of them. I want to know about exemptions. What has changed about our exemptions?
Well, obviously it's difficult to appease hundreds of millions of people whenever you're making changes to taxes, right? But in order to simplify things, the standard deduction for single filers has actually almost doubled from last year. So that's a very positive part of the new tax reform law. And then, of course, if you're married filing, the standard deduction has nearly doubled again to $24,000. So right off the top of your earnings, $12,000 or $24,000 deduction. Now, Jenny, the trade-off is, though, because there is a trade-off.
I knew there was some bad news there.
Is the personal exemptions have now changed. And so some of the common things, such as maybe interest on a home equity loan, you can no longer start going and taking those types of deductions.
So that's the bad news there. That's the bad news
That's true. Now, there are, by the way, some additional benefits and increases that families will be able to take advantage of. For example, the child credit that used to be $1,000 is now doubled to $2,000. Also, for those that maybe have dependents living with them, such as elderly parents or even children that are over the age of 18, they now receive additional credits for that as well.
Okay, so that's the good news. That's the good news. Okay, what about if you're planning on making any large donations or gifts?
Well, if you're looking to minimize your tax burden, you still have time, a little bit over 30 days. You could either, number one, make a contribution to your retirement plan. That's a great way to minimize the taxes. And then also, you could make a donation to your favorite charity to also bring that down those taxes.
All right, what about the medical expenses?
Well, medical expenses actually have not changed. So two of the big changes that, I say changes, the items that have been left alone, the student loan interest deduction, which a lot of students don't even realize that they can be deducting the interest from their student loan. So that's not changed, and then your medical expenses have not changed either. So you can still take advantage of those personal deductions.
Earlier this year, everyone was freaking out because they thought, our tax returns, we're not going to get as much this year than previous years. Why is that?
Well, and that's very possible, and people are feeling that as they're now filing their taxes. And the reason that that's happened is people have seen an increase in their take-home pay. They've seen, therefore, their taxable wages go up, and at some point in time that can catch up. So what I encourage people to do is actually look at their W-4, because the number of exemptions that you are using on your W-4 can impact, how much in taxes are being withheld and how much you're going to see come tax time. And quite frankly, a lot of people, just because of getting married or having children, don't update the W-4 anyway. But now, if you're seeing more take-home pay, less in the form of a tax refund, you might want to go and make an adjustment on your W-4 anyway.
Okay, so just be aware.
Yes.
Brian's like, always be aware.
Well, be aware, but also get organized, because obviously you're going to need those receipts and records for the interest that you're paying and the donations, and obviously your W-2s, 1099s. Get all that organized, get it prepared. You're going to need it here soon.
My folder is like this thick. All right, Brian, thank you so much. It's always good to see you.
Thank you.